old Naira note. Now, if you now say, look, the issue of 1,000 Naira notes and 500 Naira notes can no longer be used, only the 200 Naira notes. That in essence saying that you have forgotten that the highest court of the land has made a temporary pronouncement. And I thought when the president would have said, well, this matter is in court. The Supreme Court has said, do not do anything that will affect the use of the old notes. And so I think that that's not the proper thing. I am not quite happy about that. What I thought, that look, we want to obey what the Supreme Court has said. And that is what I thought, what the president would have come out to Nigerians and said, look, because the Supreme Court has said this, we will not interfere, and so let the old currency still be in circulation. So,
this then as a direct disobedience by the president of the Supreme Court.
You see, again, this also tells us how we do not respect or obey the rule of law. At this level, the advisors of Mr. President would have said, listen, this matter is subject to litigation. Any step you took will one way or the other affect what is in the Supreme Court. And so, Supreme Court having given an interim order, we should have waited for it. As far as I'm concerned, this is a complete interference, which is not good for our system, for our democracy.
The federal government is proposing an out-of-court settlement regarding this issue.
Until that out-of-court settlement is done, we must respect the decision of the Supreme Court. Until that settlement is carried out, then they go back to the court and say, look, we have settled. There's no need again for us to be in court. And then it will be taken down that, yes, out-of-court settlement is allowed. Until that is done, there's nothing anybody can do about it. So the issue of only 200 notes still to be in circulation, for me, is neither here and nor there. If they had pulled out of court, then the president could come in. But having not put out from court, and that interim order still subsists, we should obey it to the letter.
A lot of people have said that this is a simple economic policy, but has become submerged in politics. At the level of the governors, for instance, there are divisions among them. Some are in court, some are criticizing those who are in court, and all of that. Do you read politics into this all along? Because some people will point out that it is not the core mandate of the Central Bank of Nigeria to want to do what he wants to do. I mean, check the use of money in politics. That's not the core mandate of the CBN.
You see, the timing is very critical. You see, why would people not read the millions to know that it's political? This is a political period, right? This is a policy you think that would help the economy, right? Okay. Nothing has stopped you since last year to have even introduced it. I said, listen, for now social period, we are giving you 1 year, grace to be able to, bump up the old currency note. The argument they had made, why I say it is political, where it's going to stop vote buying. And I've always asked this question: how will you stop vote buying, for example? How? How will you stop vote buying? And in any case, when people talk about vote buying, where does this vote buying take place? When security agencies say, oh, we witnessed, or EFCC say, we witnessed and we are going to stop vote buying, what is the strength of EFCC? Take, for example, my state has 7,000 units, for example. If you take the entire staff of EFCC, add up to 7,000. I'm just talking about only River State. So it is impossible. How many of these areas can you go? You only can come to the city. How many of them can go to the rural areas? How many of them can go to the riverine areas? So I don't believe
Your Excellency, taking that away from politics now, would you see some level of sincerity of purpose degree, considering the fact that the federal government has been working towards the cashless policy?
Like I said, the timing is key. You may have a good intention, but as at the time you started, certainly people will impute a lot of reasons why you are doing at that point in time. So we must consider the issue of timing. A lot of people may say, oh, it is good to help to fight corruption. I don't believe so. As far as I'm concerned, I believe that this policy is targeted at some people. As far as I'm concerned, I may be wrong.
Will you be one of the people?
I may be wrong. That cannot affect us at all. What are we going to do vote buying for? What we have done in this state is very clear. You can see that the people are with us. What are we going to do vote buying? People, you see, when you are not sure of yourself, when you know that the people are not with you, then you want to say, okay, I'll use the money to bulldoze my way. In this state, who would say that we have not done anything for the people to have confidence in us and vote for the candidates that we want? So, for us, we don't even bother about it. The only problem I have is the suffering of the masses. That is where I look at.
That's the reason given by your colleagues who went to the Supreme Court. And I'm surprised that you are not part of it.
No, we are going to find a different suit. And it will be had, and the Supreme Court said they will consolidate all those matters.
And they took on the same issue?
Yes, yes.
So what is River State complaining about?
Well, it's the same thing, but in a different way. So every lawyer has his own technique. We had wanted to join, our legal team said no. If we go by this way, we may not get what we want. So they prefer to file a different issue for coming from a different background. You know.
So what's the claim in that suit?
Well, I've not been able to fully read the entire brief. Of course, you know how busy we've been in this campaign here.